From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from L.A. Brown with a return here. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. They will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Caught quickly on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
At the Chargers' 33-yard line.
And first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He's got it in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Just a tremendous run to get yourself down into the red zone. And look at that running back. He is waving off the breather. No substitute now. He's done the heavy lifting, and he wants a reward.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he's got it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's go.
Sanders back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Pete, how many times have we sat in meetings and heard from offensive coordinators, you get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. We got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do? Run it.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on his 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Schmidt connects, and our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. The offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Right to the air is Herbert. Throw is there for a long Dave Gadsden. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken 7. That one gains 7. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action now for Herbert. Complete out to the right. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. To throw, Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Catch made. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, as he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play.
Kate, you could just kind of feel it. That was a challenge this defense took personally. You want to run it at us? You're going to try to run it at me? I'm going to stuff it before you get started.
Chargers field goal. A 39-yard
Dicker connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone, you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by Deion Henley.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I saw an aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. They won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Remain cracked with the play defensively.
Brings up third down.
We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They start out with 3rd and 4. Here's Sanders now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. It's Sampson running out of the gun. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a first down. Well, he got his own miscue back, so no harm, no foul, but they are still not happy seeing him putting that football on the ground.
It's not like he just dropped it, though. Took a pretty nice hit to jar it free, but what do they teach you? When you got a nice game, what do you got to do?
Ball security, Brock, is job security.
Put that on the T-shirt. You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
60 Bison, 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing again here, Sanders. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. Things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And they stop him. He's right down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's Judkins on the counter. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
The left side finds Fannin. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Sanders going to look to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lion.
Sanders setting the pass. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed.
It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open and drop. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from SoFi in just a moment. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. It's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's completed right side. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Herbert. Setting up the screen. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. Maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Dicker connects there. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brown with a return here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And this one is launched downfield. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. Up to the races, middle of the field. At the 20. Touchdown on an incredible return. to see through to the end of this one.
Dude, these guys just come out of the locker room, Kate, and it's offense and it's defense and it's our scripts, but those special teams guys come out wanting to be special, and he was.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Brown with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
To throw now is Sanders. That one's complete, right side. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33. Third and lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on third and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're left with fourth and short. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. All right, they're out in sets. Here we go, first and 10. Setting him on the dive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Completed over the middle. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down, it took a great defensive effort to do it.
At their own 43-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It all looks so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but a little seed of doubt in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They give it to him again. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. In the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Third and just 2 to go.
59, 59. Hey, go Lion.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And we do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. A strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Herbert back to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Denzel Ward makes the play. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard.
Okay,
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
70. Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Derwin James picks it.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
And he's down to almost, actually going to give him the 30 here. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts well to the sack.
4 yards there, but still a lot of digging left to do. It's 3rd and really long.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
59.
3rd and long for him here. To his wide out, it's a screen. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Dicker connects there, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Brown with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense in the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
60 by 6, 60 by 18.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds it beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. To the air on first down. Sanders. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. Caught on the comeback route. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's a Browns first down.
Let's go.
A handoff here to Sampson. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got first and 10. Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns making a 4-point game here in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Warriors 17.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal will get them the lead. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set. Lion. Hey, go lion. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete out to the right. He's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers lead by only 2.
Set. Real.
They give to McClellan on the inside handoff. He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Set. 380. 21.
They go to McClellan again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. He'll throw it. Jump off, caught on his back. And what a play. They never gave gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder.
So after that make, the field goal won't cost him the lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely probably puts him down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Browns with just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. We'll look to throw it. Into the screen pass for Judkins. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. He could not afford to lose yards there. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Setting up to pass. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. They get 37 on the play. And that's a Browns first down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again here, Sanders. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stun him. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Line up the design keeper. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious lengths to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left. But you'll hear coaches, especially in this first month of the season, call it stacking wins.
Yep.
And you know, if you can sustain success and you stack these wins early, you're typically a playoff team late.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.